Welcome to Royal Coin Value. This is the place where we bring you the real stories behind coins, their history, and their market value. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into one very special coin from the United States, the 2000 Maryland State Quarter. Over the next several minutes, you'll learn about its origin, the design, the meaning behind the symbols, how many were made, the types of errors that make it rare, and what it's worth in different conditions. So let's begin our journey. The 2000 Maryland State Quarter was part of one of the most popular coin series in United States history, the 50 State Quarters program. This massive program began in 1999 and ran until 2008, releasing 5 unique state designs each year in the order that the states joined the Union. Maryland was the 7th state to join the United States, officially ratifying the Constitution in 1788, and so its quarter was released as the 7th coin in the series in the year 2000. On the front, or obverse, of the coin, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This design was originally created by John Flanagan back in 1932 and has been featured on the quarter for decades. Surrounding Washington's portrait are the words United States of America, Liberty, and the motto, In God We Trust. Beneath his neck is the denomination $quarter. On the right side of Washington's ponytail, you'll see a tiny letter, the mint mark, which could be a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco if it's a proof coin. The reverse, or back, of the coin features a very distinctive design. At the center is the dome of the Maryland State House, located in Annapolis. This building is not only the state's legislative home, but also holds the title of being the oldest state capitol in continuous legislative use in the United States. What's even more fascinating is that the dome itself is made entirely of wood, and it was constructed without nails, a true architectural achievement. Surrounding the dome are branches of the white oak tree, Maryland's official state tree, symbolizing strength and endurance. Above the dome, the word Maryland appears, followed by 1788, the year Maryland entered the Union. Below it, you'll find the state's nickname, the Old Line State. This nickname is said to have originated during the Revolutionary War, honoring the Maryland line troops who fought bravely. At the very bottom is the year 2000, the year of issue, and the phrase E pluribus unum, which translates from Latin to out of many one. In terms of production, this coin was minted in huge numbers for circulation. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 678 million pieces, while the Denver Mint produced around 556 million. The San Francisco Mint made much smaller numbers of proof coins for collectors, both in standard clad copper nickel and in 90% silver. These proof coins were never intended for everyday use. Instead, they were sold directly to collectors in special sets. While most Maryland quarters you'll find in change are worth only their face value of 25 cents, there are special cases that can make them much more valuable. One of these cases is when the coin has a mint error. Error coins are created when something goes wrong during the minting process. For example, there are Maryland quarters with off-center strikes, where the design is shifted noticeably from the center of the coin. Depending on how dramatic the misalignment is, these can sell anywhere from $50 to over $200. Another kind of valuable error is the doubled die, where the design appears slightly doubled due to a mistake in the die-making process. Doubled dies can range in value from around $30 to several $100s, depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's condition. Other rare errors include clipped planchets, die cracks, and missing elements. For collectors, condition plays a major role in value. Coins that have been used in everyday transactions are called circulated coins, and for Maryland quarters, these usually have no premium over face value unless they are an error coin. However, uncirculated coins, those that have never been used, can be worth significantly more. Coins graded at MS66 by professional grading services like PeaceGS or NGC might sell for around $10 to $50. An MS67 coin, which is exceptionally well preserved, might bring in over $100, and an MS68, which is extremely rare for a state quarter, can command $500 or more at auction. Proof coins, especially the silver-proof versions, are also sought after. A clad-proof coin might sell for about $5 to $7, while a silver-proof Maryland quarter can easily bring $15 to $20 or more, depending on silver prices and collector demand. Because silver proofs contain 90% silver, Their melt value also adds to their worth, but for most collectors, the appeal is in the pristine mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. One of the interesting aspects of collecting Maryland quarters is that they are relatively easy to find in circulation, but finding them in top condition or with unique mint errors can be a real challenge. Many collectors aim to build complete sets of all 50 state quarters, and the Maryland design, with its elegant state house dome and oak branches, is often seen as one of the more attractive coins in the series. If you're starting out in coin collecting, the Maryland quarter is a great piece to add to your collection. You can begin by finding one in your pocket change, and over time, you might decide to upgrade to higher grades, search for rare errors, or even invest in a proof or silver-proof version. And if you happen to come across one with a major mint error or in a nearly perfect grade, you could have a coin worth far more than 25 cents. So the next time you see a Maryland quarter, take a moment to appreciate the history it carries, from the bravery of the Maryland line in the Revolutionary War, to the centuries-old wooden dome of the State House, to the artistry of the engraver who brought these details to life on a small piece of metal. This has been the complete story of the 2000 Maryland State Quarter. If you enjoyed learning about this coin and want to hear more about rare and valuable coins from around the world, be sure to like, share, and comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to Royal Coin Value so you never miss another coin story. In our next video, we'll bring you another fascinating coin and the secrets it holds.